Hi, this is Babson Nexus, and I'm watching YouTube on TV. What do you mean you're not impressed? What do you mean the YouTube app can do that already, and there are a bunch of YouTube clone apps out there that do the same? Well, that's very interesting, except I'm not in a YouTube or YouTube clone app. I'm in Channel's DVR. Not only that, but I've been able to mix my content together. This is YouTube, but this is on Disney Plus. How did I go about it? Well, let's take a look. This is Streaming Library Manager, an interface used to manage all your various TV shows, movies, and now a lot more to deal with videos. Let's go over into On Demand here, and we're going to start off and going into Add Programs. And we're going to start off with something a little more interesting, where we're going to add a video channel. So we're going to go ahead and change our search criteria to channels, and search for this one, and there it is. Click it, and we have now subscribed to this channel. I'm just going to close in next for now. If I head over to Manage Providers, and you can see here's where I'm managing my streaming services. So my Hulus, my Disney Pluses, my Hooplas of the world. But here are those subscribed video channels. And here's everything we just did. Now I could go ahead and I could change this. I could change the name. I could change information about it. Just depends on how I want to see things visually. But now let's go over back to Add Programs. And we could do a search. So let's actually search just inside of this one channel. And we can see all of the videos that have become available to us. So I can go ahead and I can bookmark any of these. So I could actually click on an individual one, or I could click on multiple ones. And then I could go to bookmark. I'll do that in just a second. Notice as well that I have a minimum video length here of 120 seconds. Let's change that to 0. Save default. And let's take a look again at the videos that are available to me. Now that list has changed because I've got one that's 22 seconds. You know, a short. So that's a way you can filter out what you're not interested in. Let's clear that out. I'm going to set this back to 120 seconds because that is my preference. Something else I can do, you may have noticed over the side here, is import a playlist. So let's do that real quick. I'm going to just copy the link to this playlist, paste it over here in the search query manual title or link, and we are going to, we need to give it a year, so let's just say this year, and we will import the playlist. And we'll give that a quick second. Just note that there is a limit to how many things can be imported and searched. It is 100 for videos at the time of this recording. But you can see now that playlist got imported with its name, the year we gave it, and all the videos that were inside of it. And you also notice up here up top we have some other options, like we can give it a summary that we might see in channels. We can choose which image we want. It could be the first as it is, which would be very similar to what YouTube does, or you could put your own in. And you can also choose sort orders. Anything from alphabetical, original air date, the data was added into Streaming Library Manager, and also even manual order. So you could select to change the order to anything that you want if things are working out exactly as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and close this one out. And now let's search again. You notice now we have far fewer options because all those other ones, they're now bookmarked, they're not showing up again. So here, let's go ahead and bookmark this video. And you can see, okay, now where do you want to put it? You have to select a video group. So you can either create a new group, new playlist if you will, or you can put it onto an existing one. So I'm going to go ahead and just create a new one so you can see what that looks like. And we created a new one. It's called New Video Group. It has a year of 1888. So pretty good indicator that you might want to change it. So we're just going to call this ZTemp playlist. And we'll change the year to the year 2000. And I'm going to save and continue this time just so you can see that that got set. So at this point, I could generate the stream links as well. That's what makes them visible inside of Channel's DVR. Or we can just close out and let it happen when the next natural process runs. Now, let's say right after I added that video, I realized I didn't actually want to put it where I did. I gave it the wrong video group. Well, I could come over here to manage videos and I could change everything in mass. So if there were a bunch of videos, I could go over here and I could say put this into another playlist. And you can see I've got all the same type of fields from before. I can make those changes. I can also make other changes. I could choose to hide, delete, or import metadata for any video that is missing its metadata for whatever reason, or if it was done earlier before importing metadata was a feature. And we're just going to execute visible. So what's seen on the screen after the filtering. And you can see now my filter doesn't have anything. Let's reset. And now that video has moved into this particular video group / playlist. And I could do, again, whatever I want with it. Here I could also add videos. I can, again, pick a playlist. And if I have a videos link, I can add it. This is also true in modify programs. If we go into here and edit, we can always add videos as well in here, choosing to either add regular or add with the import, so that might be a reason you might not have the metadata. But if you don't, you could always import it at any time, or import it for every single one. If you've made some edits, maybe you're not sure of everything, maybe something's changed, maybe there's been some updates to video titles that sometimes they do, you can always import all and refresh that information again. Totally up to you how static or how much you want it to move around. But we can also, like I said, search for anything. So that includes all of our TV shows. And actually, I'll just do this real quick with our movies and TV shows. These are what's available to me today that I haven't done anything with. So let's say we want to see it from everything. Let's go to all providers. Okay, and now the list is back. And now we've got a mix of shows, movies, and videos from my subscriptions that I have not either bookmarked or hidden. And that's one of the other items we can do. So let's just do this real quick. I can't even tell what this one is, so let's go ahead and say we're going to hide that, and let's say we'll hide that, and we'll just do this real quick. And I'm going to hide these selected, and now they'll no longer be visible to me. So videos that I don't care about then will never show up as well. So instead of having a subscription feed that just goes on forever, did I see the video, have I watched it, do I need to put in my watch later, they just go away. So if I don't care about it, then I never see it again. So hey, something I subscribe to does a live stream, I'm never going to watch that 4-hour live stream, then I can just hide it, it'll never show up in my feed again. But otherwise, I could go ahead and mix things together. And so let's do a movie, let's do a video, and yeah, let's just do that. So we'll bookmark these two. And once again, because it's a video, I can go ahead and make my selection. So I'm going to put this into watch first. I'll save and continue. Now it's part of watch first. And I am going to close next. And then this new movie, I am going to also just take as is, except I'm going to also add labels to it, which is something I can also do with video groups. And we will close next as well. So again, now it doesn't matter if it's a video, if it's a movie, if it's a TV show, it's all together in one interface. So I never have to worry about what app or where to be ever again.